Alright, let's dive into something that's been making waves in the Formula One world recently. Imagine this: two major races, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, potentially getting cancelled. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the deal. It's not just about racing. It's about the bigger picture. Personally, I think this situation is a perfect example of how global events can shake up even the most high-profile sports. So what's really going on here? First off, the reason behind this potential cancellation is the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Now, what makes this really interesting is how F1 is caught in the crossfire, no pun intended. The logistics alone are a nightmare. Freight needs to start moving soon, but with the conflict showing no signs of easing, the risk to personnel is just too high. In my opinion, this is a no-brainer. Safety always comes first. But it's also a stark reminder of how interconnected our world is. A war in one region can disrupt a global sport like F1, affecting teams, fans, and economies. Now, let's talk numbers for a second. F1 is looking at a commercial hit of over £100 million if these races are cancelled. Bahrain and Saudi Arabia pay some of the highest hosting fees, so this isn't just a logistical headache, it's a financial one too. One thing that immediately stands out is how reliant F1 is on these high-paying races. It raises a deeper question. Is the sport too dependent on these lucrative deals? And if so, what does that mean for its future? What many people don't realize is that there were actually backup plans. Consideration was given to holding the races in places like Portimao, Imola, or Istanbul Park. But here's the catch. Organizing a Grand Prix isn't like setting up a local event. It takes time, resources, and most importantly, a hosting fee. From my perspective, this highlights the complexity of running a global sport. You can't just pick up and move to a new location on a whim. It's a logistical and financial puzzle that doesn't always have an easy solution. Another detail I find fascinating is the impact on the season schedule. With these races potentially cancelled, there's now a 5-week gap between the Japanese Grand Prix and the Miami race. That's a long break, and it's going to change the dynamics of the season. Teams will have more time to develop their cars, but it also means fans will have to wait longer for the action to resume. What this really suggests is that F1 is more than just a series of races. It's a carefully orchestrated calendar that can be thrown off balance by external factors. If you take a step back and think about it, this situation is a microcosm of how global events can ripple through industries. It's not just about F1. It's about the broader implications of conflict on sports, entertainment, and business. Personally, I think this is a moment for reflection. How do we balance the thrill of competition with the realities of the world we live in? And what does it mean for the future of global sports? So, here's my closing thought. While the cancellation of these races is a setback for F1, it's also an opportunity to rethink how we approach global events. Maybe it's time to diversify hosting locations or build in more flexibility for unforeseen circumstances. What do you think? Is F1 doing the right thing by prioritizing safety, or should they have explored more alternatives? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep thinking, keep questioning, and let's see where this road takes us.